BMRforum.com and BMRodds.com. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Bobby FK back today with episode number 30. Episode number 30 of The Lobby. Sam, isn't that your age, 30?
33. I actually turned
33. I was off by a couple years.
On Saturday, though.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Look at that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Good day. Fresh cut.
What'd you do to celebrate?
No, so this Saturday is my birthday.
So, this coming Saturday. All right.
Yeah. So typically I work 10 to 6, but I'm going to leave work around 3, go to a local wing spot. They give you free wings for your birthday times the number of age.
Sweet.
I'll get 33 wings. They give you a 24-ounce drink, buy one, get one. And then,
wow.
I'm going to come back home, sober up for 90 minutes, then go back out and black out.
Ah.
Don't work on Sunday, so I'm gonna be drinking hard on Saturday night, and then Sunday hangover Sunday. Maybe go up to the track.
That's what the weekends are for, right, Donnie?
Damn right. Sit back, relax, cocktails, cigars, whatever. That's what it is.
Can't get any better than that.
Nope.
But guys, let's jump right into it with day baseball. A lot of day baseball on the card today. Sammy, let's go right to you. Do you have anything on the diamond today with the games?
Yeah, with the sticking with the strikeout props, haven't been doing too bad onto that. So I got a couple night picks. Noah Syndergaard under 4.5 strikeouts for the Guardians, and James Paxton under 5.5 strikeouts for the Red Sox.
Okay, what's your record on those so far? I know you just started them pretty recently. You've been keeping track.
Yeah, about 16-10. So,
16-10, winning record.
A little bit of profit, just basically a little bit of action in case tennis has a rain delay. But, just a little bit of baseball action.
All right. Well, best of luck with those, Sam. 16-10. Let's keep that winning streak going. Donnie, over to you. What do you got on the diamond for us?
A lot of good stuff. I actually lost $7 this afternoon, so I guess you could say no harm, no foul, looking to capitalize tonight. But again, jumping on Sammy there, look, Syndergaard is a really bad pitcher. He should get hammered tonight by that Cincinnati lineup. Total in that game is high at 9.5. They should carry the day. And if you're looking for a run line play, probably just fading Syndergaard over the first 5 innings. So I do think the Reds come up pretty good tonight. St. Louis, they should hit Blackburn in the same way Oakland should hit Liberatore. That game is the Oakland Athletics and the St. Louis Cardinals. That totals 9. I'll go over in that game as well. But looking a little bit later tonight, if you're looking for some good action, Seattle really should pound Kansas City tonight. Seattle looking to be one of those final wild card playoff positions. And by the way, at the trade deadline, their team, Bobby, left for dead here. The ownership group say, hey, trade away some players here. We're not going to buy anything. They've actually responded well. They should hammer tonight. So maybe a team total also to take a look at tonight on those Seattle Mariners. Should be a decent night in baseball, though. Looks good.
Yes, it does. And good luck with those, Donnie. Sammy, over to you. How's the tennis threat looking? What's the record like? What do you got for us?
Open's coming.
Yeah, U.S. Open.
It is. Yes, it
2
is.
weeks away. We're in Cincinnati right now. Dual event. A lot of day action, a lot of night action. I'm 4-4 during the day, so I'm just like Donnie. No harm, no foul.
Yeah,
right.
Couple night actions. You got Francis Tiafoe going up against Stan the Man Wawrinka. I'm taking Tiafoe tonight. And then Mackenzie McDonald versus Holger Rune over 22.5 games. McDonald, it's a fast hard court right now. Rune's playing his first match. McDonald played yesterday. So I expect either 3 sets or a couple long sets, just like what's going on in the City Pass Ben Shelton match right now. No breaks to serve. Fast hard court, big servers. A lot of hold of serves, easy holds.
All right. Well, best of luck with those, Sammy, and thank you, and good luck. What's the total record at now in that tennis thread?
Yeah, we're up to 630 wins, 513 losses, up 25 units overall. So
Awesome.
Definitely down the last few months, but up overall as a year.
Awesome. Glad to hear that, guys. And if you have not already had an opportunity to, starting with the first week of the football season, let's give a big shout out right now to the one, the only Carolina Kid. He will be doing a NFL contest this upcoming NFL season. $500 giveaway, guys. $500. If you have not already had an opportunity to join, go ahead and join. Make sure you get your post count up, though. 1,000 or more posts will get you in his contest. So big thank you to Carolina Kid for running that, guys.
Okay.
I like the 1K post limit too there, though. So you don't get the drive-bys coming in here. You get the boys, the family. And by the way, just a quick comment here. A lot of times in the summertime, like a little bit slower there on a lot of message boards here, but you can
Right.
see the fuel picking up right now. And you have everything here. And the best part about, too, when you take a look at it, you guys know this being on the boards all the time, separate sections here. You want an NFL section, we got it. NCAA football section, you got Major League Baseball, and then just the hot topics in the Bettors Chit Chat. Something for everybody, man. Fire away. And by the way, if you don't have 1,000 posts, you'd be how quickly you can get to 1,000 posts just by being in it. Not even spamming the board, just returning fire with what you like. You'd be there real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great conversations going on, not in just Better Chit Chat, but like you said, Donnie, go check out the sub forums. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, even the Off Topic Sandbox. There's a lot of great posts in there.
Yep.
So really quickly, you can get those 1,000 posts up. But again, thank you again for that, CK.
That's good
and
stuff.
I know myself and everyone else is definitely looking forward to that. But guys, Donnie, I'd like to see you in this Saturday night, August 19th, poker event number 2. Poker event number 2 coming.
I tell you, I was on the message boards on Sunday, just cruising around like, wait a second.
Right.
I had no idea. Like, I didn't even think about the tournament starting there on Saturday night. 1,000%. I will be there this weekend. That is a definite. Also,
awesome.
It caught me off guard. I was like, how did I miss out? Not this week, man. We're in.
All right. Awesome, guys. And if anyone else would like to join, please go ahead and click on my thread in Better's Chit Chat. Post a comment down below. I'll go ahead and send you an invite code. Or you can go ahead and send me a private message, guys. A lot of great bowler coins to be given out each and every week, in addition to our big season finale tournament at the end of the 12 weeks, where we award a bunch of bowler coins as well. So make sure you jump in there. Have some fun with the poker. Why not, guys? But let's jump into it. And we don't have to touch on this a lot, but real quickly, this Wander Franco story, it's kind of crazy. I mean, for me personally, it sounds like, the guy's getting extorted for his money. The girl, the mom, they both said, oh, she's 18. They broke up because the girl apparently supposedly kept asking Wander for money. Now the girl's threatening to come out and say that, oh, no, I'm actually 14. It's just a crazy situation. Donnie, what's your take on this? I mean,
They'll get to the bottom of it. They will, because Major League Baseball coming up, you're getting put on the commissioner's list here, and also at a terrible time for Tampa Bay. I mean,
exactly.
May looked like they were probably going to win the World Series, at least be the favorite to do so. They lose McClanahan, which is one of the better pitchers in baseball, to Tommy John surgery. Now, arguably the most talented player is on the sidelines here as you go through his personal life. We don't know the truth here. Dominican Republic, United States, Spanish, English, lost in translation. They'll get to the bottom of it here. But if you're looking for distractions, Tampa Bay has that, and that's never a good thing.
No, it is not. But, guys, we have one of the favorite times of the year for all of us coming up, NFL season. So let's go ahead and we'll break down a little bit of the NFC North. Sammy, we'll start with you. Who do you like in that division? Me personally, I'm high on Jordan Love. I'm high on Green Bay this season. I'm curious and anxious to see what he's going to do. Like I posted, I don't believe he's going to lead the Packers to a Super Bowl, but I definitely think they will be in the mix and definitely in the playoffs. Starting with the NFC North, Sammy, what's your take here?
It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm actually the exact opposite when it comes to Green Bay. I'm looking at the under 7.5 wins, and it's not necessarily the Jordan Love hype. It's who's he going to throw the ball to. You have Christian Watson, strong number one. You have Aaron Jones on the dump back, solid running back. He's been there for a bunch of years. But outside of that, you don't really have a lot of big targets for Green Bay. So I'm actually fading them and going on the under 7.5 wins. Maybe it is the Netflix quarterback special when it comes to Kirk Cousins, but I'm on the Vikings hype right now. They got the best player in the league in Justin Jefferson, arguably top 3, number one wide receiver, of course. And he's had 3 straight seasons over 1,000 yards. He's going to do it again. He's probably going to get 9 to 10 touchdowns again this year. So Vikings plus 288 to win that division. And I also like the Bears over 7.5. In the opposite of Green Bay, they're starting to build their wide receiver core. Justin Fields in his second year, he's got a little bit more weapons on his side with DJ Moore. Darnell Mooney's in his third year. He had a great season after his horrible rookie season. And then they got Chase Claypool there as well. So I think the Bears passing offense is going to be much improved from last year, which isn't going to rely as much on Fields running the ball. Obviously, he's got great ability to do that, but if he doesn't have to rely on it and can throw the ball downfield, that'll keep him healthy all year long and definitely improve on their win total. So that is a little bit of breakdown on the NFC side.
All right. Well, best of luck with the Vikings, Sammy. Donnie, NFC North, what's your take on this division? Who do you see
It's a
taking this division?
Bobby, it's really interesting here, too, because I think most people just crowning the Detroit Lions as, hey, on their way to the playoffs, an easy
Yeah.
win. This isn't what sometimes you have to be been there, done that before. The Lions haven't been there, done that in a really long time. So just to crown them, I like what they got going on. I think Jared Goff in that offensive system last year was really good. They got weapons, but let's just hold off just a bit, because when you go down there, we do forget about the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, no Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen is gone, but Justin Jefferson just might be, as Sammy said, the best wide receiver in football. Kirk Cousins, I just had a post here on the BMR forums here when I do a couple videos per day. Look, Kirk Cousins, I'm all in this year. 28.5 touchdown passes. He's going over. That's what he does. If most people give him a bad rap. Oh, he's a bad quarterback. Look at his statistics. Over the past, 4 to 5 years being in Minnesota, he averages 30 touchdown passes a season. He's a solid quarterback. That offense should move the ball. If we're taking a look there at the Green Bay Packers, I think they'll be okay. They got a good defense and a semblance of a good team, but again, been there, done that. I need to see it out of Jordan Love. And the Bears there, basically at plus 450, 500 price to win the division. I don't know if they're there yet, but again, what Sammy said, it looks like it's a legitimate offense at least. It wasn't, hey, Justin Fields, drop back the pass, and there's nobody to throw to.
Right.
He does have legitimate weapons. That's going to open that offense up. So I'm not going to give it to the Detroit Lions. If I'm going a little bit longer shot here, it probably would be more towards the Green Bay Packers and the Bears, not because I love those teams, but just a better price. I think it's really a coin flip in this division.
Yes, it definitely is. Let's jump over to the other side, the AFC North. The Browns, Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Do you think he still has it in him? Steelers with Kenny Pickett coming off his rookie year. Sammy, over to you on this division. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Steelers do improve off what they ended with last year's, like you said, with Kenny Pickett in his second year. Overall, when it comes to Cleveland, though, fuck Deshaun Watson. Hate that guy as a human being. There's nothing positive to say about that guy. And with that being said, they're minus 13 to make the playoffs. Basically minus 110. They're a pick 'em to make the playoffs. I'm going to go against them. There's no reason in the world to ever root for them unless you live in Cleveland and you're a fan of them. So not to make the playoffs and under 9 wins. That division is tough, though, when you got Baltimore and Cincinnati on top.
Yes.
Is Joe Burrow going to be healthy? They do say he's going to play in that first week, but if he gets hit up, if he gets banged up in that first month, will that put him out for 6 weeks? So that's definitely something to look on. But definitely, Lamar Jackson, he's going to do his thing. And if Joe Burrow is healthy, he's going to do his thing. But in that division, I think it's just clear to bet against Cleveland.
Okay. Donnie, over to you. What's your take on it?
I love this division. You want to talk about one of the more enticing divisions outside of, to me, the AFC East. It's the AFC North. You're looking at some legitimate contenders to win a Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals, we know they're up there. We know they're good enough to win a Super Bowl. Heck, they were within minutes of winning one just a few years ago against the Rams. But I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens at a plus 210 price. I think Lamar Jackson comes back healthy, but also more importantly, we just talked about Justin Fields. He used to be in Baltimore. Hey, Lamar, go out there, run around, make some plays, and go off key. He doesn't have to do that anymore. They drafted a first-round wide receiver out of Boston College in Flowers, who's a very good player. You get Odell Beckham Jr., who is healthy here.
Yes.
And then also, hopefully, you can get something out of Rashad Bateman. And then J.K. Dobbins just activated off the PUP list as a legitimate running back. And also, you got a really good tight end in Mark Andrews. I think the sky is the limit for them. But the one thing I do want to look at is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Technically, everywhere you look, no matter what book, it's going to be the Steelers pulling up the rear. Plus 420, plus 455 to 1 to win that division. Don't sleep on them. If Kenny Pickett, who matured as much as we saw from the beginning of last season to the end, puts in that same type of performance, that's a really good defense, really good wide receivers, really good running back, and Mike Tomlin's the coach, where let's just say they don't get to the Super Bowl. The one thing you know about him, they're not going to be under 500. Don't sleep on the Steelers. Good football team.
Yes, they are. It should be a very interesting season for that team, and we'll definitely see what happens. What do you guys think of the Pats? Signing Zeke Elliott. Last year his numbers were down, only 876 career low rushing yards. He did score 12 touchdowns. Do you think this is a good move for the Patriots and Bill Belichick bringing him in for a year, Sammy?
I think it's a great move for them. And as long as they don't put him as center. If they play him at running back and not line him up at center, that'll be good. But it's funny that right before, about 30 minutes before we started doing this, BMR Forums on Twitter, great follow, by the way, plug.
Yes.
They posted on his over-under, 4.5 over-under. I honestly think that Bill Belichick brought him in for third down and goal line. You know, you have Stevenson, who's been there, great running back, all down back, but now you got Zeke to pound it in from the goal line. 4.5 touchdowns. He should be getting 6, 7, 8 touchdowns. He's a potential fantasy guy because running backs are so weak based on how they're playing them this year. You need a guy to score touchdowns. Zeke is brought in to score touchdowns. Great move.
Yes. Donnie, what's your take on it?
I think it's I don't know if it impacts the bottom line for New England, but as Sammy's pointing out here, if you want to make some money, Ezekiel, you came to the right place at this point. I took him to go over 375.5 yards on the season. Think about that. When you say he's a little bit older and broke down, he played last year with a knee injury with a brace on it for about 4 to 6 weeks last year. Still was able to score double-digit touchdowns and rush for over 800 yards. Half of that still cashes that ticket. If you do the math, 17 games, 375 yards, 22 yards a game for Ezekiel Elliott. If he gets 5 touches, he's going to get that. And also the touchdown numbers, that is why you brought him in. That's what Dallas used him for. Inside the 5-yard line, he's getting the football. And that 4.5, I believe, is actually at a plus money price as well. I think you're winners on both sides because let's keep an eye on this. Bill Belichick doesn't really like to pay outside talent for the most part, right? DeAndre Hopkins passed on him. We've seen so many times where they needed help and didn't sign him. 1 year's up to $6 million for running back. That doesn't mean he's going to be out there 5 plays a game. He's going to be a basically 50-50 split backfield with Stevenson and get the short yardage situation. I think if you're looking to bet Zeke, I think you're going to be a winner this year. I do.
Thank you. So, guys, Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy, he bought the company back for $1. $1. That's pretty crazy to me when I think about it. You know, guy buying his own company, he started back for $1. They did sign a deal. Penn Entertainment did sign a deal to rebrand now rather than Barstool Sportsbook as ESPN Bet. Me personally, I don't think there's going to be any major behind the scene changes, just to rebrand, change the name, change a couple color schemes. I don't really see a lot changing with this. Sammy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think ESPN is just slightly behind, everyone else. So I think the way that they're going to do it now is they're going to be able to show live odds on TV. They're probably going to be able to have their coverage, their analysts talk about it.
Yes,
then
they can more openly talk. They can more openly talk about it. Exactly.
Now that's also going to affect how they tweet. They have direct access to players, to agents, to coaches, to owners. Yep. They know things before we know things. Exactly. How are they going to monitor their own gambling, right? Isn't this the whole collusion aspect of why players are getting suspended because they're blasting it in our face? Now ESPN wants to blast their own employees in their face with it and then expect them to follow the rules. As far as Barstool and Portnoy, that's fucking awesome. He's back to his brand and how he wants to be. He doesn't have to be monitored as much. And
which is great because he's done a lot of edgy stuff over the years. Oh yeah. And so I'm anxious to see what else he's going to come out with.
And then in reference to Penn, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to say, but if Dave ever sells his company to someone else, Penn gets 50% of the sale.
Half. I was just about to say that. Yep.
Protect themselves. So Portnoy will die with Barstool, but if for whatever reason he sold to someone else, Penn protected themselves.
Exactly. Donnie, what's your take?
Yeah, it's right. I think actually both parties actually won in this one, even how crazy it is. Sometimes you make a mistake, and that was Penn pairing up with Barstool because they weren't buying Barstool for the content and to get in on like the production of podcasts. They wanted it because of the emerging legalized sports gambling in the United States. Right. And what they thought was, hey, look, we got to, streaming services. We could do all this stuff. Yep, we can bring guys in. They never were able to bring in the dollars here to the sports book. So when Penn looked at it, this is a losing acquisition. Let's cut our bait. Let's pair with ESPN. ESPN is the worldwide leader for a reason. Say what you want about their coverage. They have reach. So we'll see what they do with the sports book. But Portnoy gets back Barstool Sports. They can do whatever they want. It's almost like a hobby now. I got all my money out of this. Let's have fun and just break even. And that'll be the perfect life for the rest of it. So I do think both. It's very rare that a company can pay $600 million for something and basically give it away for free. But I think in the long term, Penn gets what they need to get that Barstool acquisition out of the way so they can make money in the sports books. And also Dave gets his company back here and he can run it as he sees fit. Win-win.
Yes, exactly right. Donnie, Sammy, anything else for this weekend before we get out of here?
Yeah, so
by the way, go ahead.
I was going to
go
ahead, Sammy. No, I was just going to give a play. Go ahead, Bob.
There's some UFC this weekend, a couple main event
UFC
actions.
292.
Yeah, I'm not a huge UFC person, but Zhang by knockout seems to be a good pick in reference to the women's co-main event. And then you got Sterling versus O'Malley. I think this fight's going to end in two ways. The over-under is 3.5 with the lean on the under. I think O'Malley is going to win by knockout or Sterling by decision. I'm sorry, by submission, not by decision. So, just based on these odds, I'm looking at Sterling by submission. Both of those are plus odds, Sterling by submission and Zhang by knockout. I think if one of them hits, you make some money.
All right. Good luck with that. And Donnie, over to you with the said you had to play for us.
Yeah, better a football game this weekend here in the preseason. It's rare you try to find those odds and ends on where you think a team is going to wind up. But I actually took the Colts here to beat the Bears this weekend. Simple fact is Anthony Richardson now named the starting quarterback for the Colts. They'll sort of prep him and give him a little bit more time to get ready. But also, backup quarterbacks is where you win in the preseason. You have Gardner Minshew and Sam Ehlinger behind them. So maybe a little bit more at stake this weekend than the Chicago Bears. But I guess if the Bears have dump-off passes that continue to go for 70 and 80 yards, yeah, they're probably going to win the game. But I'm looking for the Colts to cover the 3.5 just because I think those three quarterbacks should outplay the Chicago Bears quarterbacks this weekend with a little bit more to play getting ready for the season.
All right. Best of luck with that, Donnie. And best of luck to everybody on the forum, not only for today, but for this weekend, guys. And have a great rest of the week, everybody.
See ya.